Hey Scott,
Hi, Crossy.
happy Friday, happy 5-tip Friday.
No, it's great to be here.
As a sales agent, what's the best way to prepare your house for sale?
All right, well, there's probably 5 quick tips I can give you. There's a whole lot of detail I could go into, but for today, number 1 is first impressions. So the first thing is people pull up and look at the front of the house, maybe paint the front fence, certainly want the lawn mowed really neatly. The next tip is if you've got a tile roof, have it pressure cleaned and it can really bring it back to life. Number 3, a bit of a minor refresh inside. So sometimes if the house is a little bit older, you can do some things to give it a bit of more modern feel. Things like replacing doorknobs, even light switches, new tap fittings. Even the old rusty ceiling fans, replacing them with some modern ones, and also maybe the carpet's a bit tired, you could look at having that replaced, but certainly a coat of paint is like painting money on the walls of your house, and also bringing it up into a more modern colour palette. That can definitely help with the sale. Certainly, I'm up to number 4, I think, so decluttering the home, so less is more in terms of selling. The less stuff in a room, the bigger the room feels. The next one is, and number 5 is styling the property professionally. So if it's vacant or empty, it's an absolute must to have it professionally styled. The money that's invested in the styling will come back to you multiple times in the sale process.
So Scott, you remember when you sold my house?
I do.
Now, your professional advice was to get it styled.
Yeah,
and
so
I did that.
You'd moved out.
I had, yes.
And it was
which made it a little bit easier.
Yeah, it was a nice place, but gee, it was boring, and I had no idea where. Well, buyers would come in, they would not know where to put the bed. Correct. Or the lounge suite.
Yeah. And my opinion would be, as a seller, money worth it.
Yeah, so there's one awkward moment. Once we had it styled, you thought you might not sell it.
Yes.
But it looked that good. But
bad for you, good for me.
Yeah, but got a great result.
Yeah,
so that's a very good tip. Yeah, so there's 5 quick tips. Happy to help anyone with further information and tips about selling.
Good on you, Scott. That was a great tip Friday.
My pleasure. Have a great weekend.
You
Cheers.
too, mate.